Yeah,
Appreciate the support, man. But how has life
yeah.
been ever since you were on my stream, man?
Wow. Way more interesting, actually.
Really?
Um, yeah, yeah. I've been. Well, first of all, to everyone watching, thank you so much. I thank you from the deep depth of my heart. Thank you so much, all the people in the live chat. Thank you so much for the support, for everything you've done. Thank you. I love you, people. I love you. I had to get it out, and I read each and every comment on the YouTube stream, the last stream, each and every comment, and I thank you for that. I read it
Wow. Wow.
all the 1,080, I think, 1,800,
You read
yeah,
all of
comments.
the
I
comments?
read it all of them, all of them.
Wow. Wow,
Thank you
Adiel.
so much,
Wow.
people.
Wow. Well,
Thank you so much.
Adiel, just to remind people in the stream that may not know who you are, where are you from? And just tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. My name is Adiel. I am a Moroccan Jew. I live in Israel, in Rishon LeZion, near Tel Aviv, and I am against my country and with my people and with all the people. I'm with the people and against my country, the government.
So you're against the occupation. You're against the blockade of Gaza. You're against
All of them.
the bombardment of Gaza, the bombing. What's happening right
Yep.
now?
And I researched way more, and I have some things I would
Ooh.
like to say in this stream that some points I've learned, the new ones. Nakba, about Yasser, about Eliasin, about so much thing I learned, and I want to not only history though, or not only history. So many things, really, so many things.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited too, man. Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start? I have a question before actually. I have a question. Because I tried asking you this last stream, the last time I saw you, but I think maybe you misunderstood my question. But um I wanted to ask, what was your first ever experience being open to the truth or seeing the truth? You know, what was your first experience like? And what was it? How did it happen?
So um, it happened the last time Israel entered Gaza, and there was rockets and stuff. I said, "Why is this shit happening again?" So I knew that Israel and Palestine fight. Yeah, yeah, they fight. These two fight. But
Mhm.
why? But why? Why? So I did my research, and the research it was kind of interesting because I didn't really have the information I needed because people in Israel, people in my class in school, aren't going to tell me about the Nakba or something. You may
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So I had to. I talked to my Palestinian friends. I visited some videos on YouTube, on Instagram, some pages. I asked Palestinians on the media about everything, and so I like concluded I managed to collect all the information and form a stance about the conflict, and I am still learning. I am still learning, and
Yes.
I've done my researches, but I'm still learning, and I have a lot more to know about.
Yes, yes, 100%. Okay, well, that's amazing, man. That's amazing to hear that you kind of broke out of the brainwashed mentality and ideology that kind of Israel puts upon their people. But yeah, let's get started, man. What do you have in that notebook? What do you have in that? What do you write?
Okay, so first of all, first point is that I was talking about what's happening in Gaza right now. Some questions to Israel that I would like to ask Israel in front of you.
Okay.
And the first question is Israel is fighting. They say they fight Hamas. We are supposed to fight Hamas. Like after the October 7th, Hamas took hostages, and Israel said that ain't gonna happen. We are going after them, and we fight them. And actually, Israel has been fighting civilians since then.
Mm.
So I have been wondering what's going on. And last month, I recalled after the stream. I saw a video of Israeli soldiers that are witnessing in their eyes a rocket launcher, a very big rocket launcher of Hamas. The rockets are launching up to the skies. They've seen many launchers. The rockets are launching into the skies and onto Israel, on the Israeli cities. And I've been wondering if Israel knows these locations of rocket launchers, why why can Israel drop bombs on children but not on the rocket launchers?
Mm.
It's
Mm.
a genuine
Why
question
can't they be?
because
Why can't they be more precise? Why can't they target? Why are
exactly,
they just going
exactly,
randomly? Yeah. There you go.
yeah. We say we fight Hamas. Okay, you are not fighting Hamas.
There you go.
Um, that's like a proof. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like a proof.
Yeah.
It just looks like an ethnic cleansing to me, and I am just I can see it. I can see the point of Israel because if we say we fight Hamas, my enemy is Hamas. To the Israelis watching, saying I was a friend with the enemy, my enemy is not Hamza, it's Hamas. That's first of all. Hamas is my enemy, not Hamza. It was funny. I mean, all the weird comments and saying, how does it feel being a friend of the enemy? Come on, come on. I mean,
Yeah.
Israel's enemy is not some guy on Omegle who wants to talk. Israel's enemy are not some children in Gaza playing with their dolls. And Israel's enemy is are the ones who want to kill Israelis just for being Israelis. I mean, the whole point of Hamas is they entered Israel and killed people. So I mean that's kind of dumb because there are Israelis who support Palestine, and
Uh-huh.
it's kind of
Um.
ironic if they kill someone who supports Palestine.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? With Hamas, in my opinion, and I know we have different opinions because I'm Palestinian, you're Israeli, right? So, you're still learning. Obviously, I'm still learning even about my own country and my own history, and I love to keep learning. But I would definitely research Hamas a little more, and why they may exist in the first place. I think we talked about that. Um,
I wrote about that actually.
Good, good, good. We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll definitely
Okay.
get to that. But yeah, but Hamas, I'll tell you this, right? That Hamas does not kill people for being Jewish. Hamas does not kill people for simply being Israeli either. They don't. They don't. And I know that's what you just said, but once again, like there is a little research we could do on that, I think. But like for example, on October 7th, that day is very foggy. That day we don't really know what happened on October 7th that well. We know people died. We know people died, of course. People were killed, of course. But it is still a very foggy day that we need like more information about because when it first happened, we saw what was the number? 1,400 people were killed. Is what the numbers?
First, it was
Uh,
at first it was like 100 killed, and it just rose up quick, so quick. Wow, so quick in
yeah,
one day.
yeah,
Wow, it was a shock. It was
yeah,
a shock. I
yeah,
we It was a holiday. It was a holiday, so I we didn't know about it at the start. We the religious ones
yeah.
did not really know about it because we don't use phones in special holidays and Shabbat, so we didn't know about it. And but suddenly, all the sirens going on and rockets in the skies. It was. Well,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was scared.
No,
I was scared.
100%. No, 100%. But what I'm trying to say is that the number that came out was 1,400 of the people that were killed, and then slowly it went down to 1,300, like 1,300, and then it slowly went down to 1,250, and then 1,200. Now the number's at 1,150. So as the count for the Israelis goes down, the count for Palestinians goes up. It's very weird. It's very odd. So we don't really know what happened on October 7th exactly. It's very foggy. It's still to this day very foggy. Did people die? 100%. Do I agree with any innocent killings? Of course not. I'm a human just like you. I'm a human just like anyone else. Of course not. And as I mentioned in my other streams, and as I asked you earlier today, we need to understand, why days like of October 7th they exist and why Hamas exists. So and how we can get rid of Hamas, but without them coming back, I guess, and that's by getting rid of the occupation, the reason they're a thing, So, did you write about
all
that at
oppressing
all?
forces that all oppressing forces that kill and harm innocents, and how do we get rid of them, and how do we solve the Israeli-Palestine conflict? Because I believe the Jews and the Palestinians are going to stay here, and we gotta learn how do we solve it out without violence. That's the
Yeah.
point exactly. I agree 100%.
There you go. There you go. What else did you write in there? You talked about the Nekba. Did you research that a little bit?
Yep, yep. And yeah, the Nakba, what we call the Independence War. Um, so, I researched a little bit about it. I gotta say, I can't believe I didn't say this yet. All the followers of Hamza, thank you so much for giving me so much information. I didn't even ask at first, but you guys gave me so much. You just watched the stream and just gave me so much of tons of information, and wow,
That's
it
amazing.
warms my heart to say this. Yeah, yeah,
Like they
and
DM'd you. They DM'd you some links or
yes,
books
yeah.
or movie. Okay, that's good.
Journalists, channels, testimonies,
There you go.
whatever you think
There you
about,
go.
amazing. And it
Wow.
just helps you to see the bigger picture.
Yes.
It really helps you.
Yes. Yes.
So thank you for that, all of you. I appreciate it so much.
There we go.
And I'm gonna keep responding to each and every one of you. I appreciate you guys so much.
Hey,
So
let's go.
uh, yeah, as I was saying, the Nakba, yeah, some of you guys gave me information about things, and you gave me links to the Tantura research, and Israelis are speaking about it, and
Did you watch
all
it?
the professors speaking about it. I watched a quarter of it.
Okay.
I wanted to already finish it, but there was also a lot of information on the other side, and that about Gaza, about the West Bank, about think about it like it's all new for me, so I had to process like tons of information,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm so glad because I didn't know such things.
Yeah.
um I didn't know about the West Bank so much. I did not even know about areas A, B, C. I didn't even know.
Really?
I just thought, okay, West Bank. I didn't even know about it.
Wow. Wow.
So it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
so much fun.
So that's like they just don't teach you that in school, right? They don't teach you about the West Bank or the occupation or the
Yeah,
history of the Palestinian people and how the
none
Zionist
of that.
movement took over and established their state, right? That they didn't tell you any of
None of that.
that.
Yeah, none of that.
Not even the Nekba, not even like anything to do with the Nekba.
I the first time I heard the name Nakba was about Israelis telling us about the Nakba forces of Hamas, something like
Okay, yeah, I don't know
that.
what that is, but okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
the Nekba. If you did look into it more, 750,000 Palestinians were displaced from their homes,
displaced
right?
from their homes,
Yep, kicked
people were
out.
killed.
15,000 people, Palestinians were killed, and over 400 villages were completely destroyed. And and the Tantura, that village, what happened in that village to the Palestinian people is disgusting. And if you watch that movie, the Tantura, you'll learn a lot more about what they did. Whatever you hear about October 7th, whatever happened that you hear on October 7th, a lot of it may not be true, but times that by 10, that's what happened on Tantura, right? And
Oh,
it's very very bad. They did more than just rape people. It was very very disgusting. So definitely watch that documentary. They admit to everything. The Israelis, they admit to it. So definitely look into that. So yeah.
what?
Yeah. Write that down. Write down.
Oh,
Finish Tantura, the Tantura documentary.
yeah, the professor from the start, the old guys from the start. So I get it. So they admit the crimes that were done in the Nakba. Basically, that's the
Yes,
point.
yeah, in Tantura. Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But
I should have watched that first. Mm,
yeah, no, just
yeah.
definitely finish the documentary. It's definitely um worth watching and learning a lot about it. But so what have Israelis said to you ever since you were on my stream last? Have you gotten messages from Israelis, comments, or people in real life even?
I got I got a message from a 14-year-old girl from the north. I'm coming to kick you.
Oh wow.
And I said, come, marhaba. We have great food here. Come, yes. I'm we're fun. We can,
Okay.
yeah. And some there were actually some people who tried to listen to me. Like, why did you? He's a Palestinian. Why did you talk to him? And people like that, I have no problem to talk with because they really want to know. So like me. So
Yeah.
I've told them he's a Palestinian. He's a streamer. He lives in the United States. His grandparents are from Palestine, and he is a wonderful man. He's a wonderful man,
Well,
and
thank
like
you.
there are extremists in extremists in Palestine, there are extremists in Israel, the settlers, for example, and many other kinds of people. Um, and we should learn together, figure out solutions together. I wrote in that notebook some of the solutions, actually. Yeah,
Okay.
some of the solutions.
I'd love to
My
hear.
idea.
I'd love to hear what you think.
Mhm. Yeah.
What
So
yeah.
many Israelis kept, cursing and screaming, the typical Israelis,
Mhm.
and
Typical
they
Israel.
were actually smart. Yeah, and the actually smart ones, um, they just came straight to my DMs and we talked a little. And some of them say that I opened their eyes and they did not know exactly like you did. I mean, we had no idea about things like the Nakba, about things like Palestine before Israel. I mean,
Yeah.
many people in Israel believe that this was a complete desert until we came here.
Yeah.
So
You said
it
like
actually,
empty, like a desert, nothing.
yeah, they believe like many said that they admitted there were settlements, but yeah, not cities and stuff. And I watched videos about Palestine in in 1920 and before that and after that, and it warms your heart to see three religions, three Abrahamic religions together and no wars. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Until the Zionists came.
Until the Zionists came, yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the Israelis say that I opened their eyes and they are willing to do more researches. And I'm telling you, that stream of you and me, it helped so many people. So many people. It helped pro-Palestinians. It helped pro-Israelis. It helped people to see the bigger picture, to understand that nothing is black and white. Things are more complicated than that. People are more complicated than that. And
Mhm.
we had not many Israelis talk to me. Actually, not many of them. I did have some little fights with my friends here, and
Yeah.
yeah,
What about the friend?
yeah,
What
yeah.
about the friend I spoke to? I forgot his name, but your friend,
Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, yeah. What did he say after the stream?
So yeah, we did have a talk. He said that I asked him like you should be more open-minded. You should be more critical thinking. You should listen to people like Hamza more. They have done the researches. I mean, he said yeah, he done his research, but only about Palestine, not about Israel. And I've told him, well, that's a problem on the Israeli side. That's a problem on the Israeli side. I mean, we did not learn about Palestinians. We did not learn about their events. Um, People
Yeah.
think that Palestinian, they think like Palestinianism, it's a religion. You know?
Yeah.
People they truly believe that. And
Wow.
it's just, it's painful to see. We had a talk. He's a really flowing guy. He said, I don't mind. He will do what he wants. You do what you want. I want peace for people. He's a calm man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Many Israelis are actually they may seem violent and screaming, but especially the kids. But that's just the culture. That's the culture.
That's the
Yeah.
culture. That's crazy. That's a crazy culture.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I appreciate the talk we had on the other stream. I know it did open up a lot of people's eyes, and I hope it opened up Israelis' eyes. And that's the thing. That's the sad part is that an Israeli has to tell another Israeli that what's happening is wrong. If I tell them I'm Palestinian, what do I know? But you're Israeli, and you're worth more to them, and that's why you can get through them than I can, I ever can. For example, Alan Pape, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's a historian,
And
Israeli historian.
Avi.
Yeah, yeah, and he
Yeah.
he speaks out against the occupation, against the settlements, the illegal settlements under international law. He speaks out against the oppression of the Palestinian people, the Gaza blockade, and what's going on in Palestine. He always, I mean, he has books on all of this, and Israelis open their eyes to what's going on because of people like him, Israeli historians, Israeli people that reveal the truth, that research it, because we've been crying and shouting and yelling for years, and no one heard anything until the archives. Because here's another thing. Okay, there's like documents of what happened in 1948 in the Nakba, right? Israel locked up all the documents. They locked up everything so no one will ever find out. And they released it for some stupid reason on their end. They released it in like the 60s, I think, or the 70s. I'm not sure exactly when. But when they released it, Israeli college students, they went immediately. They went to the archives, and they did their own research. And that's where Israeli historians that support Palestine, that's how they started coming out. That's how Ilan Pape, he went back to the archives. He researched everything. And and that's how Tantura was made. The documentary, it was made by someone that went into the archives, and they look at everything. I don't know. There's a lot that goes into it, but what I'm trying to say is that yeah, yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely change a lot of people's minds in Israel because you're Israeli and they
We.
trust you more than
Yeah.
me. So
We Israelis. Many people pointed that out. They said, "You're an Israeli. Do you understand the power you have?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." The the power an Israeli when he speaks out against his government. So people say, if he's an Israeli and he speaks against the government, there has to be something. There has to be something,
mhm.
and many do. Many do. Many Israelis do, and I've met some of them, some new ones.
Yeah.
Since the last stream, they said they saw me. I met so many good people in that last stream. Man, wow. Many. That's important to say. Many of you was worried about my safety. I'm completely fine,
Okay.
and nothing is going on. Believe me, there is a professor, Israeli professor named Amir Chetzroni. He calls publicly every day to the governments, to the IDF soldiers. He calls them Nazis. He calls them, and nothing is happening to
Okay.
him. So yeah,
Okay.
a little bit of critical thinking won't do I think to anyone. And at the end of the day, I just want to learn the truth about reality, about what's going on. And I've seen some new people that talk about Israel, about Palestine. Like there's this amazing guy, the golden-hearted guy. His name is Bassem Yusuf, I think.
Bassem Youssef.
Yusuf, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's such a wow. I mean, I like this guy. I can watch him talk all day. Wow.
Let's
I
go.
can,
Let's go. That's
I
amazing.
can,
That's
I
amazing.
can watch him talk all day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Do
real.
you
Yeah,
want? Can I give you another YouTuber, a name that you go do more research and listen to their videos? He actually
go
he
for it.
he has debates. I don't do debates really, but similar to my videos where I speak to Israelis, but he speaks to like um, pro Israelis that think they know what they're talking about, Zionists, and he debates them on what's the truth. And Mark Lamont Hill, that's his name, Mark Lamont Hill. I'll type it in the chat. He is kind of, to be honest, he is one of my main sources about Palestine. When I want to learn more, I go to him.
Oh,
He
wow.
he is so educated. He knows everything he's talking about, and he's a journalist, and he works uh, on Al Jazeera. He works at Al Jazeera, which is an Arabic news channel, but he works on the
Yeah.
English side of it. And his videos are in English. You learn a lot from what he has to say. And I promise, go through his videos. And the thing is with him, because he's a journalist and he has reputation, he's very careful with the words he says, and he can only speak the truth. That's the thing with him. He only ever speaks the truth. Whatever you hear from him is the truth. You can obviously fact check it, but if you trust me, trust him. Trust Mark Lamont Hill. I typed his name. Take a screenshot, write it down if you have to. But Mark Lamont Hill, he's on
I will write it
YouTube.
down right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, he's on YouTube. Go, just watch all of his videos, man. Watch his streams. He does daily streams about Palestine on YouTube. Like updates and things that we might need. But definitely, yeah, definitely listen to him. But anyways, man.
One thing about journalists,
y-
yeah, the journalists are amazing people. Their testimonies, their courage, their dedication. Wow.
Yeah.
From Gaza, for example.
Yeah, yeah. He's not from Gaza. He's actually American. He's not even Palestinian, but he just knows about the history and he studies it and he knows that like he's a voice for the Palestinian people and he's not even Palestinian. But that's how strong history is on that's how much is on it's on our side. But yeah, anyways, man, I want to hear more about maybe what you wrote in the notebook. Is that it, or do you have more in
Mhm.
there?
Of course, I have plenty. Yeah, I have plenty.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
First of all, yeah, one more point about Gaza. I want to ask you
Okay.
if I mean, many are refugees in Gaza, right? So
Yeah. 1 point
there.
1.5 million of them.
Okay, okay, wow,
Yeah.
okay. Uh,
Yeah.
so is there a chance that there are Jewish Palestinians in Gaza right now?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Uh yeah, I don't think so. I think it's Muslims and Christians. And I think the Christians they're a minority obviously in Gaza, but it's definitely, they Israel's bombing the churches there, and Israel's like targeting Christian Palestinians as well. They're trying to get rid of the Christians community in Gaza. That's I don't even know how many of them are left, to be honest. There are Christians there. I don't know how many left. They're really they're at a minority, and with the bombings happening right now, they may just be like
Yeah,
completely wiped out. I
and
don't know.
mosques as well, and mosques as well. Yeah,
Mosques, yeah, yeah,
wow.
of course, yeah. It's but
Yeah.
Jewish Palestinians, I don't know. Probably, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Me, I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Hmm. I mean, as I was researching about the Nakba, I thought about, wait, Hamza told me that there were many displaced people from their homes. So maybe some of the Palestinian Jews were pushed back to Gaza. So it was
I think. Well, no, they may still be around the Jerusalem area or in the West Bank, even. Oh, nice lights. But yeah,
yeah,
I don't know.
just slide it and go away.
No, you're good. But no, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Mark Lamont Hill would have a good answer for you. The person I put it. Yeah.
I'm gonna search about them.
Yes, definitely do.
Wow. Okay, so about the Nakba, I wanted to say some things. Um, I wanted to ask you for some more, like Mark Lemon here. I want to ask for some people like
Okay.
that also speak about Palestine, and I'm glad you gave me that, um, because I do not really have access to information.
Yeah.
What you guys did for me is just amazing. I just got that tons of information I could not access before.
Yeah.
And
I have another name for you. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Miko or Miko, I think Peled. He is an Israeli. And this is a good one.
I think I've heard of him.
Really? Okay. Okay. Definitely listen to what he has to say and how he was exposed to the truth of what's happening. Michael Peled. Michael Peled. Am I saying it right? I don't know, but I hope so. Michael Peled. People are typing in the chat as well, but he's really amazing. He is really really amazing. I don't want to spoil it for you. Go listen to his story and research his name. Take us another screenshot if you want or write it down. Definitely save that name. He's the son of a general, an Israeli general. So
Oh,
yeah, and he learned the truth, and it gets really intense. So definitely, he has a lot of stories. Definitely, and he has a book as well. Mark Lamont Hill also has a book. Another person, Noura Arakat. Noura Arakat. If you want to look at her, she is a Palestinian. So I gave you an American, Mark Lamont Hill, an Israeli, I think Michael Peled is how you say it, and Noura Arakat, who's a Palestinian. I'm giving you three totally different, and they all have the same and they talk about Palestine. They talk about the truth. And yeah, there's a lot more. What's his name? Norman Finkelstein, of course. Norman Finkelstein. He is also, I don't know if he's Israeli, but he's Jewish. Norman Finkelstein.
so a Jewish, an Israeli, a Palestinian, and an American.
There you go. I'm not just see if I only gave you Palestinians, even though they may be telling the truth, which they are, you may be skeptical. So I'm giving you across the board, like an Israeli, a Palestinian, an American,
I
So
appreciate it.
yeah,
I appreciate it.
and then obviously Alan Pape, I think you have him, because I mentioned him last time. But yeah, there's a lot. I'm definitely missing some people. Gaber Mate is also very good. I'm definitely missing some people. So if anyone is watching that knows how to contact DL, I don't want to like dox you right now. So if they find you, they find you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to put it out there because I don't want, for your safety, for everyone's safety. But yeah. If you guys know him, how to contact him, then send over some more information.
Wow.
But yeah.
Thanks, man. Thank
Of course,
you. Thank you. I
man.
appreciate
Of course,
it.
I found your Instagram, and I can't, I just like exposed that, but you have my contact. Just message me if you want to learn more, or if you forgot any of the names, or maybe you didn't write down a name I told you. Ask me, and I'll share more. I'll share even more than I am right now.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, don't be afraid. Don't hesitate to ask, because I know the propaganda in Israel right now. I know not right now, but in Israel in general. So I know that you may be confused on some things. Ask me whatever you want. I'm an open book. Just if you think about it on Instagram, literally ask me. I'll have a full in-depth answer with my sources. I'll cite you some websites to look at the truth on whatever you're asking about. And because whichever direction you look, Palestine is on the right side of history. Always. And if you have any questions, man, you know how to contact me.
Yeah, I do. Be sure I will. I will.
Cool,
I
man.
will have more questions in the future, I'm sure.
Cool. And maybe we can set
Wow.
up like an official, because right now we don't really have questions for each other because we're just like, it's very random. But maybe in the future we can set up a call and we can stream it, maybe an hour, 2 hour call where we're just really discussing, maybe after you watch some Torah, after you research these people, and then come back to me, message me after you've done all that, and we can set up a call we can do. And we can post it on YouTube.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Israeli
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Palestinian discuss
Talk it
Israel
out,
and
man.
Palestine.
Wow.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Well, hey man, you take it easy. Stay safe. Please stay safe, because I know you said, there's this you have a teacher calling the Israeli government Nazis, whatever, and they're not doing anything to him. But it's not really the government will obviously do things, but it's the people. The people I saw some comments on your post. I translated them from Hebrew. They don't like you. They really don't like you. They really don't like you. Yeah, I'm seeing some Hebrew comments in my stream right now. I don't know what they say, but it's probably similar to the other ones, and they want to hurt you. Really, you got to be careful.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. They can handle it. I mean, the moment you say, wait, what's happening to Palestine? Hey, you said Palestine, you said Palestine. What do you say
Exactly.
Palestine? They
No
cannot
one is
take it.
open-minded.
Like,
No one is open-minded. No one wants to learn.
it's sad, man. It ain't fun. It ain't fun, man. It's sad.
Yeah.
It pains me to see that people can't just, you know, first of all, taking sides like it's a football game. No,
Yeah.
that's not a football game. Your team Palestine, your team Israel. No, wait, no. Do
Exactly.
you support? Do you support Palestine or support the Israel? Support and that's exactly what we support the Israeli man, we support the Jewish man, we support the Arabic, the Muslim Palestinians. It's so complicated and it's not black and white. Your team parent is becoming a trend and I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
It's becoming like a trend. It's not a
Yeah.
trend, it's a serious thing.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Right now, because you're still learning, it is gonna. It's not black and white for you, right? Because you're still learning and everything. But I promise you, once you learn the majority of what you need to know, it will be clear as day, black and white. You will see the truth. You will see it for what it is, and there won't be another side to it. But right now you're learning, so obviously it may seem a little jumbled and it may seem complicated, but I promise you, if you keep
Really
learning,
humble.
yes, I know, but I promise you, or
Like
yeah,
imagine you're seeing like Israeli article and Israeli videos, and then I'm going to the Palestinian documentary somebody sent me, and
yeah,
that's the opposite. And wait, this is
yeah,
propaganda, and this may be well, this is a documentary. So
yeah,
he's a journalist. What is the Israeli professor? No,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
what I
it
mean,
will take us some time.
I mixed up the meaning of black and white, but this is not black and white, is what I mean. Meaning, okay, I think we both are misusing black and white. So let's just say this: once you do your
Mm.
research, you will see the truth for what it is. It is one side, basically. If you see all the truth and you get your information, basically. So right now, I know it's like, oh man, I don't know. I like Palestine's over here, that is right over here, then Israel's right over here, and then Palestine's right over here, then Israel here. But if you look at everything, you'll see, okay, what Israel did here, they didn't have to do that, or whatever.
Yeah, I
Um,
had those moments,
there you
man.
go.
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna have you're gonna
many.
have
Yeah.
way more of those moments, I promise. And then you're gonna look at here and you're gonna be like, Palestine had to do that because if they didn't, they wouldn't exist anymore. There's gonna be a lot of those moments. Okay, so and you'll
Oh, okay.
keep doing your research, man. I don't want to ruin the research for you. Here are the names, and then do your research. Okay, I gave you some good names here to look up, and we'll come back and we'll do a podcast or something together. Okay,
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
one hundred
Yeah,
percent.
yeah,
Well,
that's gonna be amazing.
Adiel, man, it was amazing talking to you, and I'll see you soon. And if you have any questions, once again, message me. But let's get something real quick. Free Palestine.
I would want to say that, but I do not like.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
mean, of course, for being like safety things and that. I would say that. I
Yeah.
would say that. Yeah, because if I say like, I understand.
Too
If I
soon.
would
Too
say
soon.
that,
It's too soon. Go do
yeah,
your research and then come
I'm,
back.
I may get into trouble.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Okay.
from all the, I want like, but I
Okay.
will say that. I will say that I am a people person.
Okay.
I support everyone who was harmed and injured. That's why I'm with the
Okay.
Palestinian people, like I'm with the Israeli people.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
afraid
Okay.
of like,
Okay. Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
drill.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Israeli,
Okay. What about
but
from the river to the sea? Palestine will
I
be
have
free.
no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Yeah, yeah. It's not a genocidal quote. It's not a genocidal quote. It just talks about the liberation of Palestine. So
Oh, there
let
we
it be
go.
free. Yeah,
Say,
let it be free.
wait, wait,
Come
wait.
on.
Say it with me. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Let it be free. We'll be free. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Be careful, be careful.
I
You,
say
you
that
don't,
all the time.
don't,
I
you
won't.
don't, you don't have to say it, but definitely do your research, and maybe you will. But
I'm 100% comfortable with supporting the Palestinians
okay,
about everything that after everything they've been through. Yeah, of course. It's just about Israelis see that and oh, you're with Palestine, you're with Hamas, you're with Hamas.
that's so
No.
dumb. That's so dumb.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. Anyways, man, thank you so much, and
yes.
Palestine will be liberated.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, good enough. Good enough, man. Good enough.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
take it easy, man. Message me if you need anything.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
of course.
See you.
Have
God
a good
bless
one,
you.
man. Have a good one. I think I was doing a little too much at the end. I was like, "Yo, say it, free Palestine." No, but